How you doing, guys, and welcome to another episode of ToolBox TV. This week yet again coming to you from the salubrious M25. I've literally just joined the M25. David, I've got my seatbelt on just in case you're worrying about me today. Okay, so the reason I put the recorder on is that I'm again on my way into London. Now today I don't really mind that because I'm working for a client who I've worked for a number of years. We have a really good relationship. The work that they provide me is normally quite interesting, and they pay very well and on time. So I'm quite happy to make the journey today, not a problem. But I'm thinking about a lot of guys who travel in and out of various cities near to where they live in order to get work, rather than sort of fishing in the pond where they live and getting work where they live. Now, what struck me as I was driving out of Kent today, heading towards London, was the number of vans that were coming the opposite direction, coming out of London towards Kent. And so far, I've counted about 7 electrical contracting vans of some description or another. Now, okay, they're not all domestic contractors, but they're electrical contractors of one description or another, and they're coming the opposite direction to me. Now, that leads me to believe, and number one, I'm sure you guys have seen the same type of thing yourself. You get up in the morning, you're driving to the nearest town, or the nearest village, or wherever it is you're heading to work, you're driving that direction, and you pass other guys who you know are from the area you're going to, coming into your area, or you recognise the phone number on the van as being from a different area. And the point I'm trying to make is it should make you realise that there is work in your area, and the question should be not why are they coming into your area to do that work, but the question should actually be why aren't you getting that work? And I think the simple answer to that has to be that those customers that are calling those guys to come into your area don't know that you exist. And if they don't know that you exist, then that might suggest that perhaps your marketing isn't quite right. Now, I know it's very broad strokes, but it's a fact that as we travel to various jobs, we will see, and I'm sure you've seen, even perhaps in your own street or neighbourhood, you've seen other electrical contractors pulled up at your neighbour's house, and you're wondering to yourself, what's going on in there? Why didn't they call me? And the real truth of it is that they probably just don't know that you do what you do. They may not know that you run your own company. If they see your van outside, they may believe that it is a firm that you work for, and therefore you can't do private work. There's a number of different reasons, but the bottom line is, it's not their fault, it's your fault. You're obviously not getting the message out, and one of the easiest places to get the message out about what you do and where you're at is your own neighbourhood and the streets in and around your own house. I mean, in fact, I have a belief that in reality, of course, unless you live in the middle of nowhere, I have a belief that you should be able to stand outside your front door and scribe a circle of between 15 and 20 miles. And if you market yourself correctly, if you promote yourself correctly within that 15 to 20 square miles, then you should easily get enough work to keep you going. You know, there is a requirement for domestic electricians, there's a requirement for fault finding, there's a requirement for new builds, certainly inside a 15 to 20 mile radius of where you live. And again, I'm going to say there are exceptions. You know, somebody's obviously going to email me or call me and say that I live on the side of a mountain in Snowdonia, and you know, 15 miles, my nearest neighbour is 25 miles away. I get all of that, but I'm talking about in terms of general populace and general terms. So I think the thing is, you need to look at your local marketing, and you need to look at are you getting the message out locally to people who could use your services that would save you having to make great journeys, you know, 30, 40, 50, 70 miles away from your place of work, your office or your home, in order just to earn a living. So I guess my toolbox tip for you this week then is to keep a good lookout for ways that you can promote yourself locally get your brain working now and have a look outside your van and see what vehicles are coming into your area and what's drawing them in, and why are you not picking up that work. So until the next time, continue to learn and grow, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hi, I'm James DeWarn, founder of My Electricians Toolbox and the author of the S.P.A.R.K.S Blueprint to Marketing for Local Trades. If you've enjoyed this video, why don't you pop over to jdewarn.com and take advantage of our free marketing training for electricians. I look forward to seeing you over there.